Pre-salvation was always trying to measure up to my father because he was so good at everything that he did that the only thing that I could do that he couldn't do was play the guitar. So therefore I went on the road for 4 years of my life traveling and got involved in drugs and every type of thing that you could do to try to, fulfill that emptiness and that stuff that was inside my heart at that time. My mother, she was just the most inspirational as far as a spiritual background because she was very, very much a Christian. She was over at Women's Aglow, and every time that I would go out somewhere and she'd know I'd been out all night, I would come home to a completely clean room with the Bible open to Proverbs sitting on my bed. So that was my mother. Basically, once I went on the road, it got into a thing where, I was gone 3 months. I was gone 3 months and home a week of my life for 4 years. So therefore being around that type of situation and doing that stuff, I got really involved in doing cocaine. I was smoking a lot of weed. We was doing crank to stay up at night and do things like that. And so therefore, that led to a lot of the emptiness that was inside my heart. I would say, my mom, as far as, being there, was always the one that, like say for instance, I had a sound system and one day I ran out there and she's throwing oil all over the sound system. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she says, one day it's going to be used for Jesus. It's not going to be used for these bars. So therefore, and actually today it is being used for Jesus. In 1992, after I had gotten off the road and I moved here to Dallas, and I was working for a guy that owns all the clubs that are around here. I was doing all the sound and lightness clubs and got involved back with doing cocaine and doing other types of drugs and stuff and got back in with the wrong crowd. I lost my life almost in 92 by having the cell phone in my hand to dial 911, and that's truly the day that I fell to my knees and cried out to Jesus. And that's when he truly saved me.